Okay, guys, welcome to end of market review for the 30th of March 2023. So this is actually me. This is actually the second recording because the first one I did stopped. So I'm doing another one right now. So I was already talking for like 10 minutes before it cut. So but that's all good because like since I've already said a couple of things, it'll make it easier for me to just say them again, right? So this is today's price action, right? Thursday, you can see. I always mark out like the midnight because like that's when we have opening price for the day. So you can see price move down. What the price do? Took out this sell stops here, right? Sell side liquidity, sell stops, and then price rallied all the way up, created like an equal high, right? And this was during like New York, and then we had consolidation, and then price made a run. So there was the news. I told you guys yesterday about some news released by like 1:30 p.m. Let's see what time did this candle form. 1:15, and this was 1:30, right? So this was news, manipulation, and then they move to the upside. So we can see price grab this liquidity above here, right? So buy stops. So after price took buy stops, what was the next thing price did? Now this is something ICT talks about in these videos. Like I said, I'm studying ICT. You guys, if you don't have a strategy you're trading, not even strategy, if you don't have someone you're learning from and you want to learn, because I'm not doing any teaching, this is not me teaching, this is only me sharing to like get better at what I'm doing. Like as you can tell, this is my forex journal, right? So this is only me recording the process of like how I'm learning, the things I'm learning, and I'm just sharing the things I'm learning as a student, not really as a mentor or as a teacher. Even though like I love teaching and I love sharing, so I'm just sharing what I'm learning, right? So price ran buy stops here. We still had highs above here. You can see price even created like an equal high, right? You can see, right? So this was like a high. What did price do first before price came for that? Sell stops below here. Price took the sell stops below here. Boom, right? So if you start to really investigate, like, because what I'm doing is I'm investigating, right? I'm investigating the concepts that ICT talks about. And he says all these liquidity runs, you should be mindful of liquidity runs. Why? The market is moving from sell stops to buy stops to sell stops to buy stops to sell stops to buy stops, right? And I remember in my end of market review yesterday, I was like, okay, we've seen sideways movement in on Wednesday, we saw a lot of sideways movement, right? No movement in one particular direction. And I said, after consolidation, we'll get what? Expansion. I remember, where did I learn this from? Again, ICT. So, like, I'm really investigating his concepts and his teachings, and I'm seeing some of the things, right? Obviously, when I'm not going to say this is the first time I'm hearing after a consolidation, you get expansion. Obviously, this is not the first time I'm hearing, but this is because I've been trading for what now? Almost 4 years, or 4 years, or almost 5 years. I don't even know. But let's just say 4 or 3. I don't even care. But let's say I'm just taking it as I'm a new trader. I'm getting the information for the first time. So I'm not going to go when I'm learning ICT's content. I'm not going to go with the mindset of I already know how to trade. Let me just pick one or two. No, I'm actually there to consume everything. So whatever he talks about, I'll go and look. Even if he's talking about consolidation, like yes, I know about consolidation, but maybe there's something he knows that I've never heard before, right? And actually, the way he talks about it, right? Consolidation to expansion to retracement or reversal, or the way he talks about the price delivery, you can even tell that some people you might have learned from could have taken their ideologies from him as well. So I don't know. Every day I come on here and I talk about ICT. If you want to follow his content, if anyone here wants to follow his content, go to his channel. He's a really popular channel. He's a really popular person on YouTube. Inner Cycle Trader on YouTube, and just go. You can see I have the tab open right here. I don't know if my tabs are showing, but you can see. So I was just even watching the videos a couple of videos today, right? I'm still studying. I'm like in the second month. I'm watching the 2016 premium core mentorship. I think that's what it's called, or core premium mentorship. Yeah. Okay. ICT mentorship core content month two. Month two. I'm in month two, and there's like 12 months. So I have like, after I wrap up with the second month, then I have like 10 more months of content to go through. So I'll go through all of that, and my goal is to really like go through all the content on his channel, right? That's my own personal goal. I just want to learn his concepts as best as I can, as I possibly can. And even when I go over them, I still plan on like going over them multiple times to like know if I missed anything, what did I not hear the first time, just really learn. It's all about learning, right? It's all about learning from this point on, because I'm not going to lie, like in the beginning of my journey, I just wanted to like be in the market and take those trades. But at the end of the day, like that's not, you really need to do a lot of learning, because the market is hard. It's hard to be consistently profitable, especially with the kind of mindset a lot of people come in. Like me personally, I'm not going to lie, like I'm just trying to be honest, because I know some people out there too are experiencing the same things, right? A lot of us come into this market with a lot of expectations, and we just want to start making money right away. We don't have enough patience to learn. We don't have enough patience. Even whatever we learn, we don't even take the time to like really break it down and create a plan and like take it step by step. We just want to execute those trades. So even with the things I'm learning from ICT, I'm not trying to use them to make money. Like as you can see, I'm not trading live. I've never talked about a live account. I trade on a demo account for now. I trade on a demo account, and I've been trading consistently on that demo account. Like I've been consistent with the same risk. I've seen myself make a 2% withdrawal on that demo account. After making that 2% withdrawal, I'm currently up 1%, right? I think that was 1%. And, I'm just learning how to survive, because I'm not going to, in the beginning of my journey, yes, I think I was very good with risk management. But as soon as my technical skills improved, I threw risk management out the window, and I just wanted to get rich quick, right? So the reason I'm not even trading my old strategy is because like that strategy, I still didn't take my time to like calm down, learn it, prepare a plan, and all of that. I just learned the strategy, and I wanted to make money with it. But now I have someone that I can learn from, right? Who is breaking everything down step by step, and at the same time, I'm like being patient. I'm not trying to make money with the strategy. Instead, I'm coming back to the charts every day to be like, okay, so see what happened. Okay, ICT talked about this. ICT talked about this. We've talked about this. Like now, I just identified price running, um, the consolidation. Price took out the previous day's low, took out the previous day's high, came back to run sell side liquidity before expanding to the upside. Right, all these little things. Right. So the more you can pick up on these things, then I believe that okay, that was maybe when I can start actually building a strategy and building a plan. Right. For now, obviously, I have a strategy that I'm trading also to prove to myself like how to. I'm actually trying to condition myself. Let me put it that way. Trying to condition myself on how to trade on like with a more process based trading. You understand? Have a more systematic type of trading. Have rules in place. Follow the rules, and just think like a new trader, like someone who actually has little to no experience in this game of forex. Like that's how I'm actually trying to trade right now, right? Whatever the mentor says I should do, whatever new information I get, I go back to my charts, I back test, I look at the data, I forward test, I look, okay, is this something that is, that I can work with? And I have no problem doing this for the next 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months, however long it takes me to really know if this strategy is going to work for me, or if I have to go learn something else, right? I have no problem. I'm not in a haste, right? I just want to learn. This period is more about learning and being patient, right? Building patience. Because in the beginning, I was very impatient, right? I wanted to rush it. I wanted to rush it quick, quick. And a lot of people are like that, right? That's why these kind of videos, and I'm very sure like these videos for now, they're not even going to get so many views, because nobody just wants to sit and listen to someone talking over a chart, right? They want to see the house tours, car collection, watch collections, traveling to this destination, traveling to that destination. It's all fine and good, but I'm not there yet, right? There's a process between that reality, that lifestyle. Obviously, I'm going to live that lifestyle at some point, but it's not going to be. You have to earn your leisure, all right? At the end of the day, so there's a lot of work in between that point and where I am currently, and a lot of that work has to is actually mental, and that's one thing about trading, right? Yes, learning the technicals, learning everything is hard work, but it's just information, right? Taking information in, understanding the information, right? The remaining is very, very mental. Being patient enough, you understand, not being impulsive, following the plan, taking things step by step, starting slow, not trying to make money. How can you learn all these things, see that, okay, you have an edge that is playing out, and not get overconfident and not try to make money? How do you control yourself, right? So there's certain ways you have to actually live your life on a day-to-day basis that is actually going to make you have a higher chance of being successful in this game. So that's actually what I'm focused on right now, is like having my life in check, having the habits in check, right? So that when the technical skills, when I acquire these technical skills, the emotional and the psychological skills are also going to be in check, because it's very important, right? A lot of people don't understand how important the psychological part of trading is. And I learned this the hard way, right? I learned this the hard way, so that maybe someone out there won't have to like go through that same experience again. So let me go over the trade I took today. I'm going to go back to my chart. So irrespective of the fact that price skyrocketed today, like price moved to the upside, my trade was actually a sell trade and I was still profitable. And this is why I said, like, with this strategy I'm trading, I don't even need to like get the buyers right. And this is what a rule-based strategy does. Like, if your strategy has rules, and the rule of my strategy is like the daily bias or the bias of the market is not even important. That's my bias, that's my strategy right there. It's not important, right? So even sometimes when I know that this market is bullish and I see myself like taking a sell setup, right? I'm not really bothered. My goal is to just take those 20 trades. Once I'm able to take those 20 trades, I'm out of the market, man. Like, and it's not like I'm trying to win. Like, sometimes I know that this market is bullish, but I'll still take the trade because like I just want to take those 20 trades. Like, sometimes I might see the buyers of the market clearly on the higher time frame and be like, this market looks like it wants to buy, this market looks like it wants to sell. But I'm not really trying to trade in line. Like, this strategy, once I see, okay, we have an FVG, fair value gap to the downside, and to me the market is like looking bullish. Well, I don't care. I'm going to sell. I'm just going to follow this strategy because the outcome is random. Even if you say, okay, the bias is long, you might take a buy trade. You might see a buy signal. You might take that one. You might get stopped out. You might see another one. You might get stopped out. So you might get the bias of the market right, but you can still lose the trades, right? So that was really that's something you really need to understand, right? This is why, like, being humble, like humbling yourself and just like understanding that the outcome is still random in some way, right? You can do a lot to improve your technical skills, but like sometimes you're still going to lose, right? You might become like your strike rate might go up, but it's never going to go to 100%. It might go to 90, but it's never going to go on to 100, right? You might have winning streak, you might have 100% strike rate for a period of time, but you're still going to take a loss. So this whole strategy, even though it's so mediocre and so like very simple to trade, all I'm trying to do is fix my mindset, right? Because now I've taken 7 trades, and of the 7 trades, 3 were wins, 3 trades were wins, 4 trades were losses, right? So 4 trades losses minus 4R. 3 wins plus 6R. What does that give you? Plus 2R. Risking 0.5%. What's that? 1% gain. So currently I'm up 1%, right? I remember when I was down like what, 4% and stuff. Like now I'm up 1%, right? And that doesn't still matter because the goal is the action. The goal is not the outcome, right? The goal is the action. And what's the action? Take 20 trades. Once I take 20 trades, I will feel so fulfilled that I took 20 trades that were according to my plan. Do you know what that feels like? I have never had that feeling since the first day I started trading because I never had a plan and I never understood that the goal was to stick to the plan. I never understood this. How is this so? How is that possible? Like I never understood. Right. So look at my trade. Right. As soon as I saw this candle, this fair value gap, I started to frame my entry. Right. The high of this candle, once the price comes back to the high of that candle, we get into the trade. Stops above the high of this candle that formed the fair value gap, 1 to 2. Right. Even though I know that price wants to run into this level where we have like sell side, right? That's not my business. Like the strategy is 1 to 2. I'm not trying to be greedy and go for more profits, right? Some people be like, well, let me just go for more profits or 1 to 3. I'm very sure this trade hit a 1 to 3. I'm very certain that this trade hit a 1 to 3. But that's not my strategy. The strategy is a 1 to 2, right? So follow the rules, don't be greedy. Follow the rules, don't be greedy. It's not about being right. It's not about being right. It's just about following the rules. Like, trust me, if you cannot follow the rules now, when I'm trading a strategy that is not so profitable, and that's not able to say that this strategy is not profitable, because from our back testing, it was profitable. So this strategy could be profitable, right? But even if you're trading a strategy that is not so profitable, or let's say you're trading a strategy that is 40%, that has a 40% win rate, and then you now hear someone saying, wow, I have a strategy that has an 80% strike rate. You would then skip like creating a plan for your strategy or sticking to your plan. And let's say you now run. Like I'm learning ICT, and ICT is showing strategies where like I can make like 10% or let me say 10R, 5R on a trade, and I'm here sticking to a trading model that is giving me 2R at max. If you can't stick to this strategy that is giving you 2R, what makes you think you're going to follow the rules on the strategy that's giving you 5R and 10R without getting greedy, right? You can't handle it. And this is why I didn't know in the beginning, right? So yeah, long story short, got triggered into the trade. Trade was moving inside, moving. Just another boring day at the office. This strategy is so boring to me that I actually love it because I never like trading is not meant to be fun. It's meant to be such a boring task. Like this thing is so boring. Like I said, price was going to get to a 1 to 3, and you can see here price got to a 1 to 3, but that was not the strategy. And somewhere in your brain can be like, man, just imagine if you said you want to trade. It's possible, but I have to backtest first. I have to backtest first. I can't just come into the market in the middle of and just get greedy all of a sudden. No, don't do that. You have to collect data first and know what you're doing. So this was the trade for today. It was a win plus 2R. You know, just another day at the office. I swear, it's so boring. Trading is so boring. Like I don't get excited when I'm taking these trades. I'm just seeing it as a job that I need to do, that I need to get done. I just need to take a trade. That's all I'm thinking. Like I just need to get in a trade today, and it's not in like to make money. It's just like okay, if I take a trade today, then I have 13 trades left. If I take a trade today, then I have that's just what's in my mind. It's like a task. It's like someone sends me on an errand and it's like, do this thing 20 times before you come back. That's just what it is to me. So I'm not trying to take stupid trades. Obviously, all trades must be according to the plan, but the goal is to take 20 trades and not to be profitable. So I really hope anybody that's watching this is actually learning from it. And that was all for today. I've done a lot of talking. I need to go drink some water. So I wish you all good trading. and good luck, right? Is that how ICT says it? I'm trying to be cool. Good night, fellas.